Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Okay, everyone. Let's do this. Three, two, one. Ding dong. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Okay, everyone. Let's do this. Three, two, one. Hi, everyone. Hi, Destiny Squad. How are you doing, guys? Being replaced. Being replaced. I don't need to sing anymore. Oh my gosh. How can we survive? Am I going to survive with this? Anyway, Cozy Friday, Cozy Friday, Cozy Friday. How are you doing, guys? Cozy Friday on this Cozy Friday. Get out those tracksuit. Make yourself comfortable. Be cozy as much as possible. Anyway, guys, welcome to this another live. We say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to my Destiny family based on the time of the day that you'll be watching this video from, because I know that the different countries, you have different time frames. But I say welcome to my Destiny squad, my Destiny angels, and my Destiny family. It's another Friday. I had a really lovely week. I hope that there was something to smile about. I hope that there is always something, to be grateful for. So I'm taking it easy, just relaxing, getting into the weekend vibes. And I hope that you are doing the same. Anyway, guys, I know that you would have seen the topic for tonight. And how did it come by? You know what? A newspaper article has been making the rounds on social media for the last 2 days of a man who was in a long distance relationship for over 2 years. He proposed to his girlfriend of 2 years, long distance, have never met. He proposed to her, and then when they finally met in person, he wants to cancel the proposal. Can you believe it? The guy actually wants to cancel the proposal because he was thinking perhaps, he was making a mistake. Okay, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to locate the article. I'm going to read it. I'm going to see what the comment section was saying. I'll be seeing what this comment section has to say about it as well. And then we can look at it. Perhaps people have had similar experiences. But first, like I've said, I'm going to read the article itself. And it was published in the Jamaica Observer. So today's topic, remember, would you propose to someone you have never met in person? So this is the article, and the title is After Meeting My Fiance, I no longer want to marry her. So this person was writing to the counselor, and it says, Dear counselor, I, 30, meaning he's 30, met my wife to be 25 in person a few weeks ago after dating long distance for 2 years. We met on a dating site and communicated using video messaging and phone calls. My brother and sister, who live in the same city as her, also met her and said she was a good woman. Last Christmas, I proposed, and we finally saved enough money for her to visit me. I don't have a visa for the United States. She has been in Jamaica, he said, here since January, and I think I made a mistake. We have not been intimate as we are waiting till marriage, but so many other things turn me off that I wouldn't have seen in photos or video calls. For some people, they would be minor, but but I'm very particular. For instance, she doesn't shave her legs or underarms. She's missing a few teeth, and others have that black mercury filling, and it's obvious when she laughs. Her hair always have a weird smell because of the god awful weave, and she can't cook. She sleeps late and is slovenly. I want to withdraw my proposal. So I don't want to hurt her. Apart from the icks, she's a good woman. I'm not interested in a green card or anything, so I couldn't even hold out for that. And you may say that I should talk to her. Some of the things that displease me are physical, and she cannot change that. Not saying I'm perfect, but I feel like I need to get away before I marry her and hurt her. What say you? Can you imagine? Going back to the question, think about it. Would you ever propose to somebody or accept someone's proposal before you actually meet the person, meet in person? Because, meeting, they always say, see me, a Jamaican terminology, I'm going to use a Jamaican term. See me and come live with me are two different something, right? So sometimes it is like just for a short stay, or you're just talking to somebody over the telephone, video call. It is all good, it is all fine and dandy. But I believe that in order to know about the other person, you need to spend a little time with the person. But this gentleman did not do that. So I'm going to read to you what the counselor said. Then I'm going to go to the comment section. I'm going to let you know what some people have said. And then we are going to talk about it as well. So the counselor's reply was, well, that is a pickle of a situation indeed. However, I do think you know what to do in this situation. If you are not in love with her, expecting a wonderful, equally satisfying, intimate marriage, it really can't go forward. It is better to let her down than to draw this out and deceive her about your intentions. It's apparent that you are not willing to describe all her attributes that you are not happy with. It seems the list goes on further. The proper thing to do is to put an end to this. If you are not convinced that she is the one, you have to draw the brakes. Stop. There's no other option. The only issue now is how best to draw those brakes. Yes, you made a mistake. There are missteps you have made. You shouldn't have proposed without meeting her in person. I remind all and sundry that you must be practical when working out the issues of a lifelong partner. It cannot be that you propose on the basis of similarities in faith, culture, etc. Practical steps to proper preparation is prudent. Thanks be to God you weren't intimate and you didn't jump into marriage. It would be harder to unravel. I suggest that you speak to her. You have to speak to her about your change of heart and mind. and you cannot be ambiguous about it. She must know clearly that you have decided not to marry her. Be absolutely respectful while endeavoring to be absolutely clear. She has invested over 2 years into the relationship as well. She has traveled to Jamaica to be with you. She deserves your respect. Think carefully about how you will tell her and what you will tell her. Try to facilitate her having some emotional support when you tell her. The significant challenge you'll have is to not be is not you telling her it's over, but you telling her why. So instead of just saying, look, the relationship is over, the counselor is suggesting that, look, you need to go into further details and to say why. Would you be brave enough to actually point out all these faults to a fiance that you're about to break something off, or even a relationship? You do not have a responsibility. You do have the responsibility to tell her the truth. Cushion harsh truth with comforting words. She doesn't deserve to feel belittled or to later struggle with her sense of self-worth. Your preferences are simply your preferences. She may have all the goods necessary for another person's relationship should never be based on physical attributes. However, it does matter significantly. I pray for wisdom and strength for both of you. What do you think, guys? Do you think that this young man is doing anything wrong? What do you think? Right? While you're thinking about it, if you notice, he said that he developed the ick. A lot of you perhaps would have heard about the ick, and probably some of you would have probably experienced the ick. The ick is where you totally start finding the other person disgusting. And whilst as long as once you develop that ick, there's almost no turning back because you no longer find the other person attractive. What do you think? Do you think that this is a difficult situation? Do you think that the young man made a mistake? How would you feel if you were to break this news to somebody else? Or is it that for you, you would not feel any way, right? Remember, to things to bear in mind, they have not been intimate as yet. They are not married. But they have been in a long distance relationship for 2 years. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just go to the comment section and I'm going to tell you what some of the comments were. One person, Willie Wilson, said, that's totally fine. At least you are being honest. Now, do the right thing and leave the woman alone. The issues you highlighted can be fixed, but I cannot tell you what to do. The Rafia says, I hope you have read the comments. All them things you can fix. Buy more quality hair. You and her shave weekly. Cook meals together. Bonding time if you know how to cook and teach her the things. What do you think, guys? Another person says, what made you fell in love with her in the first place? What made you think that, you could actually propose to somebody even before meeting them? And the fan two, I'm going to read two more. One person says, Anna says, the issue the lady has can fix. No one is perfect. You stated the lady's faults, but the real question is, what are yours? I believe you are not a good person. Someone in a long distance relationship for over 2 years, and now you want to break it up. What do you think, guys? Do you agree with what these people are saying? I am going to tell you what I think, And then you can actually type in the comment section, what your opinion is. Or if you actually want to ring in tonight, the telephone number is the same. WhatsApp calls only 07-930-976688. That's 07-930-976688. Honestly, and I know that some of you are not going to agree with what I'm saying, but it's my opinion, and you have a right to your opinion. I have a right to my opinion. Families disagree sometimes. So, it's nothing if we actually disagree on this one. I think that the gentleman is doing the right thing. If it wasn't a major problem, and if he intentionally wanted to hurt this young lady, he would not have taken the time out to actually, speak to a counselor about the situation, asking for advice, right? It's not like he's just running away. He knows that they are not compatible based on the things that he has seen now that they have met. And he is saying some of the things that he does not like, they are her physical attributes. And to be honest with you guys, of course, they always say is beauty is skin deep, and they say love is from the inside. But to be honest with you, you have always heard that for men, it is the eyes, right? And for ladies, it is the heart. So they will fall in love with what they see. And already the gentleman is saying, I'm not attracted to her. There are certain things that I'm seeing. And actually, those are like a turn off for me. You notice that he actually mentioned she did not shave any at all, right? And ladies, you have to be honest. You have to be fair as well. For those who are saying, look, the man is at fault or anything like that. Remember, when you are meeting somebody for the first time like that, you want to actually make a good impression. So it's like you're preparing yourself. You want to, you take care of yourself. So if the lady was comfortable enough, right, where she's about to meet her fiance, her future husband for the very first time, and she did not shave her arms, she did not shave her legs or anything like that, that tells you something about her. That is telling you that this lady is comfortable just carrying herself like that. She is not the type of person to shave. A lot of us do not like, you don't like other people to try to change you, right? Because if you try to change people, it will not last. They are not going to feel comfortable. And after a while, they might just return to being their own self, right? You are not going to be happy about it all over again. So I think that what the gentleman is saying is doing, meaning what the counselor has suggested as well, that it is the right thing to do. He is fortunate that, at least he is getting to see some of the things even before he married. He gets married to the lady, right? You know that a lot of people, it's only after marriage then they realize that, oh, I've made a mistake. This man is a level-headed man. Well, he wasn't level-headed in the first place, because I never propose to anybody or accept anybody's proposal till we have met in person, get to know each other a little bit, because of course, compatibility is a part of it as well. To see the person in a certain light, mind you, you will never ever know everything about a person, what the person in one go, because sometimes certain things are revealed over time. But at least, you want to have an idea before you actually want to go into like that kind of committed relationship. But I'm happy that the gentleman actually realized. So he said that They have been in each other's space since January of this year. So January, February, March, January, February, March. Wow, that's only 2 months, 2 months. And he already knows that some of the things that he is seeing, he cannot cope with it. I'm hearing some people, in the comment section, and yes, I'm seeing your comment as well, where you're saying that, look, this is something that can be fixed. What some people deem as fixable, for some people, it's an instant turn off. For some people, some people have those little the little what would you say? They have some little deal breakers, right? And if that is one of his deal breaker and he's seeing that and he's saying, look, there's no way I can be with this person, then of course, we have to respect his decision. And I agree with what the counselor says. Now it's not about whether or not to break, it's not to break it off or not to break it off the question anymore. It is now seriously about, okay, how do I break the news to her? Of course, she's going to be hurt, but I'm sure that, after a while, when the dust settles, she's probably going to be happy that at least, he did not lie to her, because in a way, if or deceive her to the point where he actually going to the marriage knowing fully that he is not attracted to her, she is not his type. So he's not saying that at first it was like that. He was saying that, look, certain things, it would have been difficult for me to see over over a video call, or through a conversation, mobile phone conversation. I don't know about you guys, but I 100% I respect this gentleman. Some people would have just disappeared, without giving her an explanation. He is man enough to first decide, think about his happiness, and think about her feelings as well. Because if you notice, if he wanted to really hurt this young lady, then he would not have necessarily gone to the extent where he is seeking counseling on what to do. So he's not a bad man, in my opinion. And perhaps this is like a lesson to all of us. I know that in some quarters, people do get married like this, because they have, is it what, married at first sight? They have those little shows. And in real life, some people actually, the first time, they don't have long to get to know people. For some people, it works, but in a lot of cases, it does not work. You will know that some people, even after they have lived with the person before they get married, sometimes it still ends up in divorce. So that's why I actually respect this gentleman for not continuing with it, or not wanting to continue with it. And if you notice, he's not trying to take advantage of her any at all. So, yes, I am seeing that some people are thinking that he is not a nice man. I don't think that there's anything nice or not nice about it. Remember, marriage is a long-term commitment. It is not like you're saying, okay, it's a relationship. When it is marriage, it is more long-term, and getting out of it can be tricky for some people. Some people lose their life because they're going to, the other person is thinking, okay, you have tricked me, you're trying to disrespect me, or anything like that. So I totally respect this gentleman, and let this be a lesson to all of us. Look, you take time to know him, take time to know her before you make any kind of long-term decision. Like I've said, guys, if you know what the ick is, once you develop that ick, guys, no turning back. So I definitely respect this gentleman for doing this. Guys, I hope you will enjoy the weekend. Oh, wait, you were able to hear the intro. As you know, I am not like YouTube savvy, because before I did not used to do like live. I did not used to do live streaming, but I'm almost certain. So I know how to do like an intro for when I'm doing like a pre-recorded video. But if I'm not mistaken, I've seen people do intro for live streaming. Am I mistaken? That you can actually have like the image, the all the visual and everything at the start, before the person comes on. Mistaken, because I was looking up on how to do it. And of course, there's no way I could not work out how to do it. But to be honest with you, there are certain things about YouTube that you will not know it unless you are actually using the platform. So I have actually arranged a YouTube, because there are some fancy stuff that I see people do on YouTube due to their videos. So I am going to attend one of those classes. But until I do that, the truth is, not know how to do the visuals for live streaming. So as much as I would really, really love, guys, I would really, really love to be able to actually, show the visual for you to see the visual while for you, I would love for you to be able to see the visual and hear the audio as well. The truth is that I don't know how to do it. I just don't know how to. It's nice, but I don't know how to do it. Okay, everyone. Move it. Three, two. Okay, so until something can be worked out, meaning till I have my little special class with an influencer who is like an expert in this area, because the normal person who does IT, if they are not doing YouTube, there are certain things that you will not know, because there are some technicalities, perhaps there are some that I need to download. But to be honest with you, little by little, I will get there, right? So don't be laughing a little after this. You won't be able to laugh because I will get the hang of it. Anyway, guys, enjoy your weekend. Take care of yourself. Peace and love. Destiny. Mama, look from when you call me. Destiny. Mama, look from when you call me. Peace, guys.